Greetings. Welcome to perhaps the most informative course pertaining to Amazon SEO on the internet. We will take a very detailed look into all aspects of Amazon SEO, including defining exactly what Amazon SEO is and why it is critically important to know about. How to do effective keyword research to find the best keywords to index for. How to optimize our listing by using a three-phase approach. Please note that I wrote this course in such a way to not only show you how to optimize your Amazon SEO, but to also give you context about how all aspects of Amazon SEO pertain to and affect one another. To become competent at something, you need to have a deep understanding of its fundamentals. That is what I am going to provide for you. Okay, who is this course for? This course can be for new sellers. This course will help new sellers understand exactly what Amazon SEO is and help them learn and implement strong and robust Amazon SEO principles and techniques, which can provide them a strong foundation for success. This course is also for existing sellers. Perhaps you have an existing listing and it is not getting the traction that you had hoped for, and you are searching for a solution to your problem. If you did not utilize proper Amazon SEO techniques at the start, this course can greatly benefit you. This course can also be for veteran sellers. Maybe you have already launched some products and have experienced some success, but you are searching for a way to increase your sales. This course can also greatly benefit you. Okay, now let's define Amazon SEO. For the duration of this course, we will refer to Amazon SEO by using the acronym ASEO. Amazon Search Engine Optimization. An important distinction is that Amazon Search Engine Optimization, ASEO, is not the same thing as listing optimization. ASEO is a completely different animal. We use ASEO to increase the amount of keywords that we can index for and rank for with the ultimate goal of more sales. Listing optimization, on the other hand, is implemented with the goal of increasing conversions. ASEO is implemented with only the goal of increasing our traffic and visibility on the Amazon platform. This course is a very deep dive into ASEO only. It is much easier to increase your traffic than it is to increase your conversions. It is best to implement quality ASEO first. You can implement quality listing optimizations later. I will take a deep dive into the listing optimization process in a future course, which I will release in January of 2022. Okay, let's talk a bit more about exactly what Amazon SEO is. The term ASEO is not a term we hear a lot about. There is a ton of information out there on PPC, product selection, product launches, etc., etc. I find it a bit strange that the gurus almost never talk about the importance of properly executed ASEO. I get it that ASEO is a bit boring compared to learning other aspects of the Amazon marketplace. But it is, and I cannot stress this enough, it is critically important that you have a thorough understanding of it if you want to be successful on the Amazon platform. Think about it like this. A strong house needs a strong foundation. Why would you want to build a house on sand? Strong ASEO will provide the foundation to which you will build upon. Okay, let's talk a bit more about what is Amazon SEO. Sure, everyone knows that Amazon is a massive e-commerce platform, but you have to also understand that Amazon is one of the largest search engines in the world. Much like Google and Bing, Amazon has its own proprietary search engine that utilizes its own internal search algorithms. We have to have a thorough understanding of how Amazon's internal search algorithm works, so we will have the ability to optimize it to our advantage. We can compare ASEO to Google SEO in some ways. Why do certain websites rank better on Google? It's because they have done their Google SEO homework. We can do the same thing on Amazon's platform. Okay, now let's talk about why Amazon SEO is so important. As we grow our understanding of and implement proper ASEO strategies, we will increase our products' listings presence across the many areas of Amazon's catalog. We will discover areas of the catalog where we can appear that it would be virtually impossible to figure out without using the strategies that you will soon learn. We want to use our ASEO knowledge to our own advantage. We want our listings to appear in as many areas of Amazon's catalog and organic customer searches as possible. Why would you want only 100 customers a day to have access to view your product listing when you can have 1,000 a day or 10,000 a day or even more? What properly executed ASEO does for us, it allows us the opportunity to dramatically increase the amount of traffic to our listing. The traffic that we generate is not paid traffic. It is free, organic traffic. This is an important distinction. ASEO is also important to us because, once again, it allows us a solid foundation that will later synergistically help to maximize the effectiveness of our future and or present PPC campaigns. We will discuss the importance of the ASEO effect on your PPC campaigns in a future module. How Amazon SEO works. Let's approach this from a customer's perspective. Let's pretend we are a customer on Amazon.com and we want to clean the tile in our shower. So we type in this search term that first occurs to us, which is scrub brush. And voila, we instantly have access to thousands of scrub brush choices. We scan the first page and realize that most of the products we see are not what we are looking for, because we want to clean the tile on the shower walls and floor. So we type in the search term scrub brush with handle, and voila, many of the same products appear, but there are also many different products displayed that did not display on our previous search. Why is this? Why are the search results so different? It's because of something called indexing. What is indexing? Our definition of indexing will be this. Indexing is when a customer types in a particular search term, scrub brush with handle, for example, and your listing appears somewhere in the first 300 search results displayed to the customer. If your product appears somewhere in the first 300 search results, you have indexed your product listing for that particular customer search term. Okay, now let's talk about ranking. Let's say that a customer types in a particular search term that you have already indexed for, and your product listing appears on page 1 in the 43rd position. Your rank for that keyword is 43. Obviously, the lower the rank, the better. Your goal is to obtain the lowest possible ranking position. A keyword search term ranking of 43 is much better than 143. Now you may ask, how does Amazon determine what keywords or search terms your listing indexes for and what the rank will be for the particular keyword that you have indexed for will be? Amazon has 3 primary indexing / ranking factors: text-based factor, relevance-based factor, and conversion-based factor. Text-based factor. If you do not have the keyword / search term that you want to index for somewhere in your listing, you will not index for it. This is important. We will take a deeper dive into this concept later. Now we have relevance-based factor. The keywords that you want to index or rank for should be relevant or at least slightly relevant to your product. Even a tiny bit relevant is fine. We will also talk about this later. Now we have conversion-based factor. This one is very important. When you have indexed and are ranking for a particular search term, and a customer clicks on your listing and you make a sale, Amazon's algorithm detects this and your ranking for the particular search term will improve. Okay, now let's talk a bit more about and reinforce why we need to learn ASEO. Okay, we have learned what ASEO is, and we're starting to learn how ASEO works. We have learned that Amazon's algorithm determines indexing using 3 primary factors: text-based factor, relevance-based factor, and conversion-based factors. Why do we want to optimize this? Why is it so important? It's because we want to make sales. We want to index for as many keywords as possible. The more keywords that we have indexed and ranked for, the more potential traffic we will have. We want our listing to have the maximum amount of visibility as possible. If your listing does not index for a customer search term that is relevant or even slightly relevant, your listing will never have a chance to appear even and make a sale on that particular search term. I have had many clients launch their first products with big hopes and dreams and then only hear crickets. They cannot understand why their product is not selling. It is a good product, the price is good, the images are great, they have a few good reviews, etc. When I analyze their listings, I discover they are only indexing for 40 or 50 search terms. This will not suffice. This will not work. I then do another quick assessment, and I see that one of their direct competitors is indexing for over 1,500 search terms. The two products are virtually the exact same products. Which product is going to get the most traffic and potential sales? Yes, the one that has done his or her SEO homework and is indexing for over 1,500 keywords. Even very specific niche products have the potential to index and rank for 1 or even 2,000 search terms. I have analyzed listings that have over 10,000 indexed search terms. To find our best keywords is going to involve compiling and analyzing an enormous amount of data. You would literally have to spend hundreds of hours and have dozens of spreadsheets to do this. We are going to need a tool. This task would be almost impossible to do without one. I prefer a tool called Helium 10. There are several other tools that can help us with this, but I personally choose Helium 10. It's a bit expensive, but you can take advantage of a free 30-day trial on almost all of these tools, including Helium 10, and perform your initial keyword research and then cancel before 30 days. When your budget allows, you can get a paid subscription at that time, and you will need it. I use Helium 10 every day. It's a fantastic tool. And there are some other ones out there that also work well too. Jungle Scout is one I've tried in the past. It also works good. Next, I'm going to show you the exact keyword research process that I use to determine target keywords for myself and my clients. I will show you with live screenshots how to perform this process using Helium 10. This is a very powerful tool. It can actually scrape all of Amazon's data and extract the specific information that you need. The best process of discovering our target keywords is using the data from our competition that is succeeding selling a product like our product. Okay, let's get started on our keyword research. Here we go. Okay, let's learn keyword research. As we learned earlier, Helium 10 is an excellent tool that helps you with this task, and we will now use it for demonstration purposes. Okay, step 1, go to Amazon.com, and let's enter the most obvious search term that describes the product we want to sell or we are currently selling. So for purposes of demonstration, we are going to use our scrub brush example. So let's type scrub brush into Amazon, scrub brush, and hit search. And we have many scrub brushes appear. So many scrub brushes. So now let's use our Helium 10 Chrome extension tool. Let's click on the icon up here. Click. And we want to use the X-ray tool. So let's click X-ray. And X-ray is going to compile all of the data off of page 1 and display it in a very easy to understand way. So let's take a look here. And now what we want to do here is choose our 5 best competitors. The competitors that have a product like ours and have a good monthly sales volume. So let's just go through a few here. Here's a Scrub Brush 5-pack, and it's doing a very healthy 102 grand a month. Good for them. So we're going to grab that ASIN, and we're going to copy it. We're going to go to our Helium-10 account now, and we're going to click Keyword Research, and we're also going to click Cerebro. And once Cerebro pops up, we're going to paste that into the field. Now we want at least 5 of these ASINs. So let's go back to our X-ray tool. Let's find ASIN number 2. This one seems to be doing very well also, so let's grab that. And enter that into our Cerebro tool also. Copy and paste. And there's number 2. Now let's find competitor number 3. This one seems to be doing well also, and it's a scrub brush. Very relevant to our product example, so let's cut and paste that. Copy and paste. And let's put that in Cerebro. There's number 3. And let's go for number 4 now. Here we go. This one seems to be doing well. It's a well-known brand on Amazon. So that's going to be our number 4 competitor. Let's copy and paste that. Into Cerebro, number 4. And one more to go now. Let's go. What's number 5 going to be? This guy seems to be doing well also at 33 grand a month. Now, remember, you don't only have to use 5. If you want, you can use 10 or 12. That's completely up to you. But please use at least 5. So let's copy and paste number 5 into Cerebro. And now we want to click Get Keywords. And let's wait a moment for it to do its work. It's analyzing a lot of data, so it takes a moment. So let's wait and see what the results are going to be. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. And the results are, wow, these 5 competitors are ranking for and indexing for a combination of over 14,000 organic keywords. That's a lot. And we want to rank for as many of these keywords as humanly possible. Now let's pay special attention to this area, word frequency. It shows us the most repeated keywords based on the number of times they are repeated in our 5 competitors' listings. As you can see, the obvious, most relevant keywords, which we want to use in the most heavily weighted areas of our listing, such as the title, are at the top. But as we scroll down, we see many, many more keywords that had not occurred to us. We can use these in the other areas of our listing, such as the bullet points, product description, backend, etc., etc. Keep in mind that if we had not performed effective keyword research using a tool such as Helium-10, we could not have possibly discovered these keywords on our own. Also, keep in mind that if we had not placed these keywords somewhere in our listing, we would not be able to index for them or their possible combinations or permeations. We would have possibly been missing out on literally thousands of indexing opportunities. And remember, the more keywords we index for, the more potential traffic we will have. More traffic means more sales. And very important, please remember this. This is free traffic. This is not paid traffic or PPC. It's free organic traffic that we have the opportunity to index for if we do it in the proper manner. Great. We now have our prized keywords. What is next? There are going to be some obvious keywords that directly describe and identify our product that we are going to use in our most heavily weighted indexing and ranking locations, the title and the back end. Let's go back to our example products' basic keywords, which were scrub and brush. It is obvious that the word scrub and the word brush are going to be needed in our title. But now we can utilize the data that we extracted during our initial keyword research and place them in the title in a readable way. Our Helium-10 keyword research data showed us that the search terms showers, kitchens, heavy duty, bathrooms, and cleaning are also highly relevant to our product. So, naturally, we will want to use them in our title also. Remember that your listing title is the most heavily weighted location that Amazon search engine will use to determine a product's listings, indexing, and ranking potential. Understand that we do not need to repeat these targets keywords in the title. Each word will be individually indexed, and then the algorithm will combine the single words with other words you have chosen and combine them in every possible way into even longer phrases that are indexable. For example, as we discussed on the last slide, our target keywords were scrub, brush, showers, kitchens, heavy duty, bathrooms, and cleaning were all highly relevant keywords. We could combine them in a title such as heavy duty scrub brush, great for cleaning showers, kitchens, and bathrooms. We have only a total of 11 words in the title, and 8 of them are highly relevant to our product that we will soon index and rank for. But this is where the magic happens. There is more here than the eyes can see. Amazon's search engine algorithm will crawl your listing and analyze the data and will perform a computational function that will combine your single keywords into many new iterations. Amazon's algorithm knows which words and groups of words are indexable and will extract these and make your listings indexable for these searchable customer search terms, keywords, whatever you want to call them. For example, our headline was heavy duty scrub brush, great for cleaning showers, kitchens, and bathrooms. As you recall, there are 8 highly relevant keywords in this headline, but Amazon will combine them into relevant and indexable phrases that we could not have possibly imagined on our own. Phrases such as heavy duty scrub brush for showers, scrub brushes for bathrooms, kitchen scrub brushes for cleaning showers, bathroom brush, heavy duty. These are all search terms that customers use on Amazon and are now able to be indexed. We will index for all of them. The 8 relevant search terms that we use in our title can be combined into potentially over 100 indexable search terms. And as we keep on adding more and more keywords that we found during our initial keyword research, we will index for potentially thousands and thousands and thousands of searchable by customers and indexable by Amazon. You can rank for them, you can index for them, and they're typed into Amazon every day. And had we not done this process, included these previously unknown words in our title and our backend, we would not index for them. Please note that Amazon search algorithm will automatically add most prepositions automatically, words such as with and for. For example, if we are using our example headline which contains the word for, we would not even have to include the word for, and we could still have the potential to index for this search term, scrub brush for showers. Also, you do not have to add singular or plural forms of a word. For example, if you had the word kitchen in your title, you would not have to also have the word kitchens in your title. Amazon's algorithm will identify and make us indexable for both the plural form of the word and the singular form of the word. The new and longer phrase search terms that we will now index for and rank for are very important. You will soon observe that after you have indexed, and you will, and ranked for several hundred or even thousands of search terms, that many of the search terms will rank well enough to appear on page 1. Remember that you are ranking for these keywords for free. We have not implemented PPC campaigns for them yet. This is very important because many of the search terms that you are now indexing for will have substantial search volume. This fact alone will greatly increase your chances at obtaining an organic sale. You need to understand, if you did not properly execute effective ASEO strategies, you would not even be aware of the fact that these indexable search terms had even existed. When you are first starting out, this is critical because you are probably competing against sellers that have hundreds or even thousands of reviews. It will be very difficult to rank well organically for your most relevant and high search volume keywords if you are in a competitive niche. But if you do your ASEO correctly, you will see that you will rank well for many search terms, especially long-tail keywords. When you add the total of all these new search terms that you are indexing and ranking for together, you will start to benefit from a potentially tremendous increase in traffic to your sales page. As your traffic increases, and you have done a good job of optimizing your listing photos, descriptions, etc., you will see an increase in organic sales. Okay, folks, let's summarize phase 1. We have learned that ASEO is important because it allows us to index and rank for as many search terms as possible. By showing Amazon's search algorithm that we have indexed for many, many keywords, it gives our listing juice to improve our search term rankings over time. Properly executed, ASEO is a must because it gives us the chance to index and rank for many keywords. Once again, this is free traffic. It is not PPC. It's not paid traffic. And as we all know, free traffic is a beautiful thing. It gives us the ability to make organic sales. We are doing this because we want as much free traffic as possible. If you had a physical store, would you rather be on a street that had 100 cars a day pass by? Or would you want to be on a street that had 2,000 or 3,000 cars a day pass by? Phase 2, Introduction and Goals. Congratulations! You have done your keyword research and you have implemented a solid ASEO effort, at least phase 1. We have allowed our phase 1 ASEO to bake for approximately 30 days to allow it to help us to index and rank for as many keywords as possible. Phase 2 is all about incremental indexing. We are going to use our newly acquired knowledge and data to index and rank for approximately 50% more search terms. For example, if during phase 1 we were able to index and rank for 800 new search terms, by the end of phase 2 we want to index and rank for 50% more search terms, which is 400, bringing our total to 1,200. We want more free traffic because free traffic is good. Okay, let's go back to our scrub brush example. As you recall, our main keywords were scrub, brush, heavy duty, kitchen, shower, bathroom, and cleaning. And we strategically placed them in our title and back-end keyword fields. Amazon's algorithm indexed them and combined them into many new permeations. During phase 2, we will add some of the other seemingly less relevant search terms. Using our original example of scrub brush and the original data that we extracted, we decide to add the search terms corner, crevice, baseboard, stiff, bristle, etc. We can remove some of the search terms that we have already indexed for and replace them with these new search terms. In actuality, these search terms are more relevant than we may think. For example, we will now index for search terms such as heavy-duty brush for cleaning baseboards, or stiff bristle brush for cleaning crevices, and many, many, many more. These are all search terms that Amazon indexes and ranks for. They are also all search terms that customers use to find products. The potential is huge. By adding just a few more of these keywords, we will once again have the ability to index and rank for hundreds and maybe even thousands of new search terms. It is also important to understand that if we did not use these strategies, it would have been virtually impossible to discover these search terms by normal means. You are perhaps worried that search terms that you have already indexed for and ranked for will go away if you replace them with some of these new search terms. This is not the case. It has been my experience that you may lose a tiny fraction of them. The benefit of adding new search terms is much greater. Please understand that as you replace old search terms with the ones on your title and back end, that it is wise to leave your most relevant search terms and high search volume search terms intact, like scrub and brush in our product example. Let's go back to our scrub brush example. We would not want to remove the term scrub and brush from our title, but we can definitely replace the search terms crevice and corner after they have already indexed and replace them with new search terms that our data research revealed to us. Okay, let's get into phase 3 optimization. Great! Over the past 2 months, we have implemented our ASEO strategies, And we are indexing and ranking for search terms that we never even thought were possible. Now we are going to use data once again to help optimize our results. Once again, we will use Helium-10 to help us. We are going to find the search terms that we have indexed for and are currently ranking in slots 20 through 54. Here is how we do it. Okay, here's how we find our tracked keywords on Helium-10. First, we go into our Helium-10 account. Then we click Keyword Research and click Cerebro. And then you would add your own ASIN. I just grabbed a random ASIN off of Amazon of a scrub brush, and we just paste that in the field and we click Get Keywords. And then it's going to go through all of Amazon's data and see what keywords we are ranking for and the keyword positions of the particular keywords. And we just scroll down and let's just do organic match. We just click organic here, apply, and then let's do organic rank, minimum 20, maximum 50, because that's the range that we're after. That's the range that we want to rise in the rankings. So let's hit apply. And we have 67 keywords we can go after here. And some of them have some pretty substantial volume. It's page 1. Yeah, pretty substantial volume. So we would extract this data and we would use this during our phase 3 optimization process. It's a pretty simple process. Helium-10 really is a great tool to make this whole optimization process much, much easier. Excellent. We just learned that we are now ranking for many search terms in slots 20 through 50 on page 1. And we are even ranking in slots 2 through 19 for many more. Yay, free traffic and sales. Remember, the higher we rank on page 1, the better our sales will potentially be. Our primary goal of phase 3 is to rank the search terms that we are currently ranking in slots 20 through 54 even higher. Please note that it may not be possible to rank in the number 1 position for many of these keywords at this time, but it is very possible to get them in the top 10 slots of page 1. Even for some search terms, slot 25 on page 1 is fantastic. If your product listing is buried on page 3 or 4, your potential for sales is very low. If you're ranking on the middle or bottom of page 1, you can perhaps make a few sales. As your keyword rankings rise higher and higher on page 1, your sales have the potential to rise exponentially. This is why we are currently focusing on keywords that are currently ranking in slots 20 through 50. Amazon's algorithm has already indexed them for us and determined that they have a higher relevance to our listing. Hence, these keywords have the highest potential to achieve improved rankings. Now, what we want to do is select a portion of the keywords that we are ranking in slots 20 through 54. It is best to select the ones that have higher search volume. Next, we want to add these keywords in an exact match way into as many areas as possible. Title, bullets, A+ content, etc. Please note that we want to use the exact match of this search terms. For example, if we go back to our scrub brush example, And one of our good search terms that we found was floor scrubber with handle. It's made a few sales. It's already indexing in slot number 20 through 50. We want to use the exact search term now. This is important. During phase 1 and 2, our goal was solely to index for as many keywords as possible. We did not have to add longer keywords in an exact match way. Now in phase 3, we want to take these search terms that we are indexing and ranking well for and improve their rankings. We have already achieved our goal of indexing for as many keywords as possible. Now we are throwing that away. Remember that all of the keywords that we have already indexed for will remain in place. Now our primary goal is to use our research data and ASEO strategies to rank specific keywords even higher. So now let's select our high search volume search terms and strategically place them throughout our listing. We will let them stay in place for 60 days and track their position using Helium 10's keyword tracker tool. At the end of 30 to 60 days, we will analyze our current ranking results using Helium 10's keyword tracker tool. We will see what new search terms have improved their rankings and are now currently ranking at slots 20 through 50. We will once again remove some lower value existing search terms from our listings and add these new exact match keywords that our data has provided for us. We will repeat this process every 60 days. A few overlooked areas of potentially valuable search terms and indexing opportunities are Spanish language search terms and spelling errors. These areas will produce results but are seldomly optimized. Naturally, we do not want to use these terms in our listings title and bullets, but we can certainly place them in our back-end search terms, which are not visible to customers. We can utilize Helium 10 spelling tool to find potential spelling errors of your best high-volume search terms. You can also use Google Translate to translate these same high-volume keywords into the Spanish language. Here's how I do it. Okay, let's go to our Amazon account and add some back-end search terms. Let's click on Inventory, then click on Manage Inventory, and then choose the product that we're after and click Edit. And then that goes to our back-end. Let's click on Keywords, and let's add some of our Spanish language keywords into the search term fields, which is the most important field on your back end. Okay, let's type in our most obvious high volume keywords into Google Translate and translate them. And remember, you can do as many keywords as you want here. Okay, let's copy and then let's paste them into our back end search term field. It's as easy as copy and paste. And remember, we have a potential of 250 characters in this search term fields. And if we want, we can take some of our lower relevance keywords and place them in the subject matter field, target audience field, whichever one you choose. And we're going to just throw in crevice and corner because that's two words that we came up with during our keyword research on our scrub brush. Okay, let's take a little back-end search term fields. The most heavily weighted area of the search term fields is the search terms area. You can place up to 250 characters in this field. Do not use commas. Just put a space in between each word. And also remember to use as many of the available 250 characters as you possibly can. The other areas, such as subject matter and target audience, also provide indexing opportunities, but are not as heavily weighted. The back-end field labeled search terms is the perfect place to place your Spanish translations and common spelling errors of your most relevant keywords. Remember, you should cycle in new search terms in the back-end search term fields every 60 days. You will need to go back to your original keyword research on helium-10 and choose a few more new words and remove some existing words from your current back-end search terms and replace them with the new words. If you repeat this every 60 days or so, your indexing will grow and grow even more over time. And that's more traffic, and that's what we like. Wow! We have established broad and encompassing indexing during phase 1, with the goal of indexing approximately 1,000 search terms. We have greatly increased the amount of search terms that we index for during phase 2, with the goal of increasing the amount by 50%. During phase 3, we compiled our indexing and ranking data and used it to identify the keywords and search terms that have the best opportunity to have their rankings improved. Most importantly, we learned that ASEO is a process that never stops. Okay, a few final thoughts. ASEO is all about using the tools and data available to us to our advantage. Basically, we are trying to collect all the data that we can and throw it at the wall and see what sticks. Some of the data will stick and some will not. If we had never mined this data, we would have no idea that it even existed. Some of this data that we will uncover or have uncovered is literally worth its weight in gold. I see many listings that are missing out on huge opportunities because they do not understand the importance of properly executed ASEO. Congratulations, you are now one of the few that understand ASEO and its importance to your success. Follow the process I have shown you and you can reap the rewards. Thanks for watching. I started taking on new clients about a year ago. And a few months ago, a new seller approached me and wanted me to give him some ideas and advice on how to increase his sales. One of the first things I did was to analyze his indexing using Helium-10's Cerebro tool. When I entered his ASIN, I learned that his listing was only indexing for 100 search terms, and as you will soon see, his highest ranking keyword was at position number 53, which is at the top of page 2. The rest of his listing also needed some optimization, but I explained to him the importance of ASEO, and we both agreed to start with optimizing his ASEO. At the time, he was only making 3 or 4 sales a week, and they were almost all PPC sales. He was literally only making 1 or 2 organic sales per month. His PPC was also a mess. He was going after the expensive, high volume, high competition keywords against competitors with thousands of reviews, and he only had 3 at the time. And his price was roughly the same as theirs. To be honest, I did not think learning how to properly select a solid product that he had a good chance of succeeding with on Amazon. But anyways, I felt confident that I could help him make his product profitable and increase his sales. So we started working on his ASEO. We did the keyword research that I taught you how to do using Helium-10. We placed new keywords in the title, bullet points, and back-end search term fields. After about a month, we checked his account on Helium-10, and he was indexing for almost 500 keywords, an almost 400% increase in only 1 month. We then took out some of the existing keywords and replaced them with new ones and repeated it again after 1 more month. Now, approximately 3 months after starting his ASEO, he is ranking and indexing for over 1,000 keywords, as you can see on the screen now. But even better, look at this. He is now organically ranking on page 1 for over 100 customer search terms. And many of the search terms have good search volume. This is fantastic news. As you can see, we have also started some PPC campaigns on some of the search terms that he was indexing for and ranking for in a good position due to our ASEO efforts. The same techniques we learned about ASEO optimization phase 3 earlier. And this is great. He has gone from 2 or 3 organic sales a month to 3 or 4 organic sales a day. We did all of this only using ASEO at the start. We have not even started to optimize the listing itself yet. This is fantastic news for him. I have seen ASEO alone have the same effect on many other listings that I have consulted on. ASEO alone can turn a losing listing into a winning listing. Now we will start optimizing his listing and PPC, and I am confident he will grow his sales even more.